Joe in the Bronx. What's going on, Joe?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking a call.
What's up, man?
So this guy, Andre Farrell, he is the Scott Boras of traffic update guys. If I hear him say, don't go on this one more time, I swear to God, it is driving me crazy.
Yeah, he loves that one.
Yeah, he always goes to that. That's his go-to one.
That really is.
I mean, let's face it, you could do that every morning about the Gowanus.
Where's Karen Stewart? I mean, what happened to her?
She will be back December 22nd, which is an odd time to come back because it's right around the holiday. But she will be back on the 22nd, and Andre will go back to doing his 10-10 win stuff. So just in Andre's defense, Joe, and that was very funny. Andre's a very happy guy, and he really loves being on WFAN because he's a WFAN
listener,
like super fan.
Yeah.
And he loves us, and his energy is good. So I think he sometimes tries a little too hard when he's on with us because he feels like he can let loose.
It's good, though. We're actually talking about traffic right now because of him.
Yeah, it's true. And he goes,
puts a little emphasis into it. I like it.
And then he goes the whole thing, out in Geo country, there's a stalled car on Route 112 in Patchogue, He'll do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he can be a little cheesy.
I mean, a lot of changes going on around here. I tried to go on our website yesterday, and I just got bombarded by ads and cookies and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I did the same thing when they put out the new lineup. I wanted to check to see if we were still doing the morning show together, and I saw
where we were going from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, what?
No, that's next year. We're going to be doing that.
Okay.
So then, so it's a...
So we did get the answer to the actual afternoon drive time show, the name of it.
Hello, my name is Craig. And the rest.
Yep, so it's the Carton Show.
And it didn't work at FS1. It hasn't going to work... What is C-Mac like he is? What is he, just a contributor?
I don't know, but then Sean Marash got his name kind of in the midday show. It's Evan and Tiki with Sean Marash.
Now, Sean's never said anything to me about this, but that feels to me like that was a bone of contention with him because people don't just do that. Like Ryan or the architect wouldn't be like, you know what, we're going to put your name on the show. That's something that Sean, I would think, but he never said that, so I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Yeah, the other thing about all of this, when we talk about these things, we can't forget, and we don't forget about what has gone on with Sal and BT.
Of course not.
We feel bad for those guys, and those guys are very, very talented, and I know both of them will land on their feet somewhere because they have that kind of attitude. They have the personality that they're not going to be told that they can't do something that they're very good at. And we both wish them nothing but the best. And it's really a tough situation around here for everybody. But that doesn't mean we can't talk about some of the awkwardness of what is going on here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we have to mention all of it. And I've known both of those guys for a very long time. Sal longer than BT, but I was on the same lineup with BT, both at the network and here, and I've seen him around a ton, been to his house, love his kids, his wife, awesome. And, I hate saying stuff like I feel bad because I know, like, they're not looking for that. Like, they're going to be fine. Like, they're not looking for my sympathy at all. They're going to be fine. They're grown men with talent and drive. And Sal's been a really close friend of mine for many, many years. I'd always advocate for him to be a part of our lineup. There were times where I had to convince Chernoff to have him fill in for me when I was out because I believed in him that much. So it's it sucks, but this is the business. And I'm also, it's one of those things where I feel like I'm holding a press conference, but I am also excited about our lineup starting in 2026. I think it's going to be very strong, and that's not taking anything away. We were a strong lineup, too. It's not taking anything away from those guys, but I'm not disappointed at all about what our lineup's going to be. It's just losing those friends around the office is definitely a tough thing to process.
So then, congratulations to Tommy Lugauer, the future of the WFAN radio, the generational talent that he is.
Right.
He's taken the Keith McPherson spot. I don't think there's anybody that's been named as an overnight guy person, have they?
Yeah, you're looking at me.
Yeah, I don't know. Scuttlebutt. I don't
know if you're going to see someone named.
There's
a lot of games on, and Open nights don't happen all that much. I think you'll see some part-timers fill in there probably, but I'm not so sure.
The amazing thing is this Craig now coming back for his third time, right?
But coming back the second time,
well, he's coming
part
back
of his
the
third
second,
show.
But that kind of sets a record around here, right? That's a new record set. So you could actually name 3 different studios after him when it's all said and done, whenever that is.
Yeah, 3 partners. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Anybody else have 3 partners? Yeah.
I've had 2.
Beningo had Sid. And then he was solo. No, that was Russ Salzberg.
Oh.
But Joe had Sid, then just him solo, which is not a partner, obviously, and then Evan. Yeah, I don't know. And by the way, there was a 3-person midday show, by the way. When they moved, I heard you guys talking about this.
CMB.
Yeah, they moved CMB to the middays for a bit after Mike came back, and then Carlin was let go.
When Mike came back to save the place.
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't want to do it, but they begged me. I was fine. I was doing fine.
Go yourself.
But when the CEO's at your doorstep and he brings a coconut cream pie and he says, come back and save the station, I said, sure, I'll do it. For all the people there that are suffering, I'll come back. It's sort of like, Doctors Without Borders. You go down there and you do the work for the people that need it. And it's not about me. It's about them.
Doctors Without Borders.
Suck my left nut.
So anyway, yeah. I know the dates of everything with them, but I'm not going to say what's going on because I don't think Sal himself has said when he's going to leave. So he'll probably say that maybe today. I don't know, but it'll be staggered. So the last BT and Sal show will happen before the last time Brandon Tierney does a show.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, yeah, it's definitely interesting. And then on top of that, you have the people at the network that have been around for a while. We're not going to see in 2026 either.
And then other people like Dove.
Yeah, I know. And I talked to
Dove
behind
the scenes. Yeah,
I talked to Dove for a while the other day and told him how much I respected him and how much he meant to me in the business because he really did. I mean, we worked in the control room. We used to fight about the stinky food he would eat, but quite honestly, I mean, there was a lot of guys that taught me a lot of things, and Dove was one of those guys for sure. And he's like from the beginning of this place. Mm. Everybody's career at WFAN started while Dove Kramer was here. Everyone.
Did they name something after him?
I mean, hell, they should. I mean,
what do you think, Al? Is there something we can name after him?
Well, if a lot of his stuff was food related, maybe the cafeteria area.
True.
See, but the cafeteria is shared by other stations.
What about right out here is where I see him sometimes preparing his food.
Yeah, but isn't that the Steve Summers break room?
No, break room. Where we put our food out. Like if someone sends us stuff. And
that's just a countertop.
That's a countertop. So call it the Dove Kramer countertop? Yeah, that's not going to do it. I mean, you can't do any of the other studios across the way because the guys that work in there, when they finally retire.
Plus, they're doing construction, so who knows what this will all look like.
Yeah, we have no idea.
When that's done, there should be a WFAN Wall of Fame. There should be for on-air hosts and people who work behind the scenes.
Instead of naming things after people, just put a Wall of Fame
just
up.
Just a Wall of Fame of people.
Hey, these guys were here, They set the foundation for the station.
And then
Craig can remove all the pictures of people he doesn't like.
Right, and poop on it.
And Dove will laugh at this. We'll make Dove scratch and sniff, and then it'll smell like the tuna that he would always. he would smoke me out of the control room with that. Yeah. We had some laughs, though. I mean, Dove. So he's another guy. I know he's going to be fine because even though it's a punch in the gut, he's a smart guy who's going to figure it out. He always has. Okay, let's take a break. We'll get to more of your calls and thoughts coming up next. Boomer and Geo on the Fan and CBS Sports Network.